Maverick 100.9, Aggie Lands Country Alternative. It's Corliss, joined by Junior Gordon, who I'm a huge fan of. So it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
Well, I got to know what She's a River is, since we're talking about your back and forth. You're quirky, you're fun, but you're also a clearly very loving, devoted husband. So what is the brand new radio single She's a River about?
Life is just kind of different, right? And everybody, just kind of like the pandemic, everybody has their own way of dealing with things and getting through things, handling things in their own time. Sometimes it's not always easy. Life isn't easy. A marriage isn't easy. But when you conquer those things that are like big deals, that are really hard obstacles to get over, there's this big reward at the end, right? And so for me, the song is really about what it takes to know somebody, on that kind of a level.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm reflecting right now. I'm sorry. I had a moment.
Yeah, my wife's name is Sherry, and she has a heart of gold, and she'd give anybody anything, do anything for them. But at the same time, she has things in her life that are very hurtful for her, very hard times that she went through. And so while she has these feelings of the things that she's gone through, the loss of her father and things like that, she still remains the same. She still is amazing as could be. If you ever met her, you just a stranger, you'd know that she just is so sweet, so pure.
That is awesome. I feel like that's the kind of human that I strive to be. And you never know if you're doing it correctly unless somebody tells you.
Yeah.
Which you can't really just be out here like surfing for compliments. You have to do good.
Wait, you can't do that?
I guess not.
I do it.
Well, I have been doting on you all day. We all know I'm a fan. We'll get back to your ego soon enough.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh, it's a perfect, but I'm thinking like, is this my new theme song? Possibly. So we got to take a listen to it. For the first time on Maverick 100.9, this is Junior Gordon, and She's a River.
I had a heart made of granite, a chip on my shoulder. I drew a hard line, chisel and stone. Well, unmoving, unbending, stubborn and proud, I made a point not to go with the flow. But in spite of all of that, she saw something inside, and the reason that was the love of my life. She don't try to break me, she just rolls and takes me wherever and she wants to go. And I'm moved by her deepness, swept up in her sweetness as she winds her way through my soul. My rough edges get smoother the longer she lets me run with her. And I'm around. She's a river. She's calm on the surface, but don't let her fool you. There's power like you've never seen. She's strong and she's steady and patiently pulling me into the man I should be. If she would have pushed me, well, I'd have been gone. But she's taking her time and I'm coming along. No, she don't try to break me, she just rolls and takes me wherever she wants to go. And I'm moved by her deepness, swept up in her sweetness as she winds her way through my soul. My rough edges get smoother the longer she lets me run with her. And I'm around. She's
Junior Gordon, She's a River. You just heard it first here on Maverick 100.9. I still got Junior Gordon on with me, and I'm so glad to hear you have finally released a new single to radio because I've been such a fan for such a long time. So how's that feel for you? I know you've been working on music and trying to put back together tours and stuff like that. Is it a big bundle of stress, or like, are you totally just going with the flow?
So it's really awesome that you asked that, because She's a River was on a new record that we had started working on before the pandemic. And everything I've always done has been right here in Texas. Our studio is here in Texas. And so the previous records that we had done, we did everything here. So we decided that we wanted to just give it a shot. And so we went to Nashville for this record. And we got 6 songs done, and She's a River was one of them. And then the pandemic hit. And so the project really just kind of got abandoned. But we just let the singles alone and didn't do anything with them. And so now that we're kind of through this phase, it's like, what do I want to do now? And I've been writing some stuff, but I've also started to write. My mind kind of went into a different direction, and I started writing like Christian country gospel songs.
Yeah.
And I was like, so now I'm like torn in between two worlds, right? Because you can't put songs about Jesus and drinking beer. I mean, you can on the same record, but again, anybody to get turned off. So, as far as the shows and releasing the single, it was a tough thing because I found myself in this place where I didn't really know whether or not I wanted to do things the way that we had been doing them,
Yeah. Put the music out. Don't sit on the music because the music deserves to be heard. And if you got to do it one at a time, or if you get bored one day and you're like, you know what? I worked hard on this song. I love this song. I'm going to send it out. You do that now. And I think that that's great.
I don't want to do things for anybody else. I don't want to do things the way they want to do them. I want to do them the way that I want to do them. And if you don't want to do that, then I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Junior Gordon, everybody. We have had a lot of laughs and a lot of emotions today. And man, if that's not country music, I don't know what is. Apparently, I'm in the wrong industry if that's the case. But man, I really appreciate you coming on here and sharing your experiences from this past year with our listeners. We really appreciate it.
It's been tough, but we're going to get through it. That's for sure.
Absolutely. And of course, you can catch Junior Gordon on all of his social media platforms. Keep looking for this new music, including his new country gospel crossover, and get that new single, She's a River, because it's banging.